Good morning, Jen.
Morning, Hayley. How are
Good
you?
morning. I'm good, thank you. Do you want to introduce yourself quickly?
Yeah, my name's Jen. I am the founder of Liberty Photography, Dimples and Daisies, which is coming back in a year next month.
Yay, well
So
done.
excited about that.
Yes.
And the Liberty Lounge. I have been a mum since I was 23. I'm now 41, so that's 18 years. And
Lots
it
of
feels
experience.
lots of experience, three children, three beautiful children, three beautiful births, three completely different journeys. Every time I've become a mum, I've been a new version of me. They've been born and I've been reborn, and I think that happens every time. But yeah, I've had some lovely years of motherhood, some really hard years of motherhood, and yeah, that's me basically.
Thank you, Jen. So I'm Hayley Spooner. I'm the founder of Mother's Memoirs. And I'm here today with the Mother and Baby book, which is like a baby book, except this is just for the mother's journey. It's
Mm.
something that you can use as a journal to kind of write it out in the harder moments, or to capture like lovely keepsakes, memories that you don't want to forget. Some people
Hmm.
like to hand it down to their children as like a proper memoir to have in the family. And what I
Oh,
thought we'd do today, because we've only got you for 10 minutes, is I'm gonna flick through the book. You tell me when to stop. I'm gonna open the
oh,
page,
like
and then
tarot.
it's gonna be like a little, let's see what the universe gives us today. Every page has got different journaling prompts about motherhood. So we'll just see what comes up for you, and then you can just tell me
Love it.
how you feel about that journaling prompt.
Love that.
So I'm going to start flicking through, and you tell me when.
Go,
Okay, flicking through.
go.
Okay, go. What about stop? Go is so
Stop.
confusing. I'm like, does she want me to
Sorry.
go to stop? Okay, we've got our page. So this page, the journal prompt at the top is learning me. And so this is kind of learning yourself as a mother. And for you, I guess you've learned yourself 3 times over. So it's the prompts that sit underneath are the moments that gave you joy, the parts of you that felt steady, the moments you felt your strength, but also the parts of you that felt new, felt stretched. So it's just capturing both sides of the coin, really, from when you became a mother. So over to
Okay.
you.
Before I had children, I was in a very masculine job, in sales, and I liked designer clothes and all of those things. And as soon as I became a mum, it was like I gave myself a massive permission to be a hippie. And I was really like Mother Earth. And I found the first year so easy, like not with sleep. I found the sleep tough, but actually like just meeting this little creature's needs, I found that quite easy. Um, but as they get older,
I was
at two and
waiting
a
for a
half,
but.
at two and a half, I called the whatever they're called. What are they called? Those people that come around your house and talk to
Oh,
you.
like health
Health
visitors.
visitor. I called her and I was like, I don't think I can look after this thing anymore. This
I'm done
creature,
now.
I don't think I'm any good at this. Please, can you help me? And I was so shocked at how hard it was. And I think I was so young, so I would have been 25
Yeah.
with this 2.5-year-old that was a menace. He was like so clever, and we could be talking about the universe and planets. And then he would have a meltdown on a scale that was so astronomical over like something that happened half an hour ago that I had no control over. So one time I'd said to him, "Do you want to press the button in the lift?" And he hadn't said anything. We got him in the car. He'd got in the car. We were leaving Tesco. As we're leaving Tesco, he goes, "I want to press the button in the lift."
It's so familiar, Jen. This is my life
He
currently.
climbed out of his car seat and started hitting me round the head while I was driving. I was like, so I called the health visitor and I was like, I don't know what to do with this thing. Like, it was so bad. But she was so brilliant. And she said to me, distraction, like play with them so much, like with like, oh my God, look, there's a fairy. Or like if you're in a situation where you're like, this is going terrible, like make up some mental thing that's like, oh, did you just see that rat run across the road? Like something that's so out of the blue. And then I was like, okay, that's fine. But what I realized was I'm really shit at play, which is such a shame because I love to play. I love to play with adults, but I find like child's role play, like I find that really difficult.
Can be a little dull sometimes.
It's
My own
boring.
thoughts on it.
It's boring. However, if you find an accent that you enjoy,
Okay, yeah.
then it can be fun. So
Mhm.
my sister is brilliant at this.
She is. I can testify to that.
She will put on an accent and she'll be like some Cockney lady that sounds like she owns a pub and smokes like 60 a day. And she is so good at it. And that actually helped me a little bit, especially with Alba. Like by that point, I would play a little bit more, you know, by the third, I'd get it. But with Theo, I would play Santa all through the bloody year. We'd go to nursery and we had this box, and every day I'd put something different in the box. And I'd be like, ho, 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 you've been a good boy. You know, like, so putting an accent on helped me to get into character more with playing. But what I realized and what I recognized about myself was that I wasn't a natural mum to toddlers. I wasn't super patient, that I thought, you know, you think you're patient and then you have a toddler and you're like, wow, this thing is horrible. But obviously they're also really nice, but there are times when they're so horrible that you're like, oh. So yeah, I learned a lot about myself very quickly. And my biggest teacher, and I will say this to him all the time, is my eldest. He is still a pain in the ass. But our job as parents is to love this child unconditionally when they're being such a shit. And I don't think our generation was shown enough unconditional love. I think we were shown everything was very conditional. We had to behave and we learned to perform. And I think that our generation was really underparented as well. So now what I see is that we're overparenting. And I think that there has to be some kind of balance somewhere in between. So I'm like, right, I parent my children with 50% unconditional love and 50% neglect. And I don't mean real neglect, like, but backing the fuck up and letting them make mistakes, letting them play, not correcting every single word they say, not correcting if they put the thing in the wrong thing, and letting them figure it out themselves. And that has been a much easier parenting journey than the perfectionist that was me at 23. Didn't want my child to ever be naughty or ever, you know, that was a struggle. And I was like, why is he personally attacking me? You know, he's just a crazy little baby who's learned to talk and has so many hormones going through his body. But at the time I found that quite hard.
So for you, learning me, there's so many layers to it. There's initially just taking to it quite naturally, really enjoying tapping into that kind of earth mother archetype, being the hippie parent. But then as they've got older, you've had to kind of relearn play, relearn patience, or perhaps even learn patience for the first time. That's the stage I'm in at the moment at age 41 with a 2.5-year-old.
I'm so happy that I'm not there. Like, I love kids so much and I wouldn't change it. And I don't know that I'd recommend it because I think it's a big commitment. But I know that they have shaped my whole world, and I wouldn't have been the businesswoman that I am. I wouldn't have been the creative that I am, because I think before I had children, I did not realize how fast time was going. And then I had children and it was like my life got put in fast forward, and then I had another one and it was like the double fast forward, and I had another one and it was like, you know, life goes so fast. And when people tell you that when you've got a little one and they're like, oh, just enjoy it, life goes so fast, and you're like, oh, fuck off, like, sorry if I'm
Hard
not
in the
allowed to swear,
moment. Very hard in
but
the moment.
it is the truth. And I don't think there's any bigger marker than a little child that is suddenly in school and suddenly in secondary school and suddenly a chef and suddenly has passed his driving test, and you're like, wow, life is going so fast, you know.
All right, Jen, thank you so much. So lastly, as the founder of Mother's Memoirs, I have to ask you, how would you most like your children to remember you?
Oh, that is a really good question. I'd like to think that they would feel like they could come to me for anything, that I completely accepted who they were, and that I always encouraged them to go for it, you know, that I was always like, come on, you can do anything.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Jen. How can people find you online?
Can I say something about what I'm doing at the moment?
Please do.
So I am a photographer, and if you want photos taken, I'm going to take some photos of Hayley next month. So you'll see the kind of style, and then I'm going to start rebuilding my Dimples and Daisies portfolio. I had a photography company called Dimples and Daisies for 10 years, and it was the most beautiful, wholesome family photography ever. And it was just everything to me.
And
So
you were the first person doing it, Jen, with the, like, out in the cornfields and
yeah,
the lavender fields. I remember
I
when you
started
first
15
started.
years ago.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
those first photos coming out, and they were so fresh and unstaged and just,
Wholesome and
yeah,
natural,
beautiful.
and so watch out for that if you fancy a little bit of that. Can't You'll see Hayley's photos, and then we'll put a link when a link is available. But I also run Liberty Photography, which is all about celebrating the goddess, you as a mother, if you've transformed. Like, we so lose our identity when we become mothers, and it is so hard to think of yourself as anything else. So if you need to be reminded of who you are in your core and in your soul, Liberty Photography. And if you fancy a little bit of positive head fuckery and to learn more about yourself, I teach human design, and I am teaching human design about parenting as well. There'll be a parenting PDF. So and that's on the Liberty Lady. So Liberty Photography or Liberty Lady on Insta. Thanks, Hayley.
Thank you so much, Jen. And thank you for stepping in last minute today.
That's all right, my darling.
Appreciate it so much. Enjoy the
No
rest of your
worries.
day. Survive the
Thank you.
45-degree heat.
I'm so happy.
Bet you're in your element.
I am. I'm
not.
very happy. I know. No one else is.
I'm
And I'm
done.
like, I had a hoodie on, not last night, the night before, and I did a story, and I got so much like backlash over the hoodie. I was like,
Oh,
sorry, guys. Right. See you soon.
I love. Thank you
Bye.
so much, Jen. Take care.